How's it, everybody? Welcome back to Camera Land. Wow, it feels so good to be back. For this week's episode, we're gonna bring you the general maintenance and cleaning of your lenses, your camera, and also how to store it and how to keep it safe when you are obviously not using it or when you're traveling with it. For your general cleaning of your lens, it's very important that you keep your surface and your work area clean and dust-free as far as possible. To an extent, some people will feel it's necessary to even get an anti-static mat. A nice shiny surface, nice and clean, free of dust is just as good as well. The important thing is obviously to make sure that you're using the correct tools for your lenses and for your body. Now, a good tool to get is something like this from Vanguard. This is a 2-in-1 cleaning kit. Essentially what it is, it's a brush, it's also a blower, and then you have the addition of a lens pen. Now the lens pen is vital, and I'm going to show you in a minute exactly how to use it. But normally you'd start off your process, especially when cleaning your lenses, by just blowing a little bit of air over your lenses with your filter removed, blowing the filter over your lens to remove any dust or sand that might have attached itself to your lens. You will then continue with your brush, and just in a circular motion, you'll just brush whatever debris could have been left behind, just like that. And then you'll continue with your lens cleaning pen. Now the one from Vanguard, you'll notice if you just touch it, you'll find that there's actually a bit of carbon on the tip of the lens pen itself, and that is to allow you to polish your lens in a circular motion. Right? You can choose if you're going to go clockwise or anti-clockwise. For this lens, I'm actually using the Panasonic 7-14 fisheye lens, which is very, very wide. So we'll polish the lens up nicely with your carbon or your carbon tip. Right? So your lens pen nicely over there, and then we'll just go over to our normal lens cloth, which again is a microfiber lens cloth, doesn't hold on to dust, and you'll just do a quick wipe of your lens. Now this, I promise you, is the best way to maintain not only the coatings, the UV coatings on the lenses, but to ensure that nothing attaches itself to your lens so that it might scratch your lenses, because that is absolutely a nightmare, right? That's for the front of the lens, nice and sparkly clean. That will allow light to pass through evenly, no dispersal of light or refraction of light that will cause lens flares on your photograph. Lightly at the back of the lens, again, you'll find that there's contacts at the back of your electronic lenses. You can just give that a quick wipe. Keeping that clean will allow fluent communication between your body and the lens. A quick wipe of the back end of the lens as well is quite important. Rear lens cap back on, lens cap back on, and that one's done. If you look at the body of the camera now, this is very important. There are 3 factors to your camera that you need to consider when cleaning. Firstly, your LCD or your screen. Right? Now in this instance with the Panasonic GX8, you obviously have the ability to close the screen up and protect it, but some cameras don't have that. And so we would then recommend, in addition to your camera, is then a screen protector. However, the screen, very simply, with a nice good cleaning cloth like this one from Sigma, just a quick wipe over there will remove any fingerprints. And if you consider the fact that these days a lot of our functionality is dependent on the screen, for instance our touch focus, our playback record, even the actual grabbing of the photograph or the shooting and shutter release is dependent on the screen. You want to keep this as clean from debris as possible, and nice and clean will obviously maintain the camera's life as well. The viewfinder is the next. It's a quick wipe of the viewfinder. Right? And you'll do the body. This is always good to do. I would normally do this once a month just to make sure that the camera is well maintained. Your third factor on your camera, and this is where mirrorless cameras and DSLRs kind of differentiate or set themselves apart. With a mirrorless camera, as you obviously know, whoever owns one, you can take the cap off and you'll see that the sensor is exposed. Now it is very tempting for us to take a cloth, to give it a quick wipe, and that I would definitely never ever recommend. There are very specific tools that you would need, like a sensor cleaning kit in actual fact to clean the sensor correctly. The best advice I can give you is to take it to a workshop, to take it to a center that is professionally equipped to clean that sensor for you. There's so many factors involved that can damage your sensor, and I would never stick anything foreign into the body of the camera, especially onto the sensor, because it is very sensitive. And that is where the magic happens. You don't want to compromise that on your camera. Saying that, for general maintenance of a normal DSLR camera, you would normally find when you take the body cap off, you'll be confronted by the mirror or the shutter, and even that, just a light wipe very gently should remove any dust from there. But anything that needs to be maintained or cleaned on the inside of your camera, I definitely recommend you visit a service center like ours on the 7th floor, where they can do a sensor clean, they can run a diagnostic on your sensor, they can also determine if you've got any dead pixels. So it's a good idea just to visit them. Storage of the camera is important. What you're basically going to ensure, or what you have to ensure, especially for us living along the coast, is we hold on to these silica gels. Now these, and I'm sure you found this in your shoe boxes and figured, what the hell is this? I'm just going to toss it in there, or I'm going to throw it away. They are very important. Don't throw them away. They in fact minimize the amount of moisture that is going to be surrounding your camera. And because water and camera equipment never gel, unless it's an underwater camera obviously, you want to hold on to the silica gels. Keep as many as you can, especially if you're traveling through high humidity areas as well, like our East Coast. And you want to keep your bag and your kit as dry as possible. Making sure that when you travel, you're either going to travel with a camera with the lens on it, or if you're going to have just the body, just keep it snug in there like I have over here with this nice little Duke bag from Lowpro, and then the lens securely in there. You'll find that I'll try to get a bag with a couple of pockets just so you can keep a little bit tidbits like the lens cloth or a lens pen. And for the month of July, starting today, with any lens you're going to buy from Cameraland and any binocular you're going to buy, we're going to throw in a free Vanguard 2-in-1 cleaning kit, a must-have if you want to ensure the life of your camera, or you want to make sure your glass is always perfect for capturing those moments. This is a must-have. So any lens you're going to buy from us online or on our binoculars, we're going to throw one of these in because we care about you and your gear. Guys, thank you again for joining us at Cameraland, and we do hope to see you soon, and we look forward to sharing some more video and content with you. Thank you. Have a good day.